baby, okay? Yes, Northern natives, make some noise. If you're from New Orleans, baby, Louisiana, baby. We here with y'all. All right, I want to bring out our first panelist, who is a legend. He's a legendary rapper, one half of the iconic Southern hip-hop duo UGK, and a true pioneer who's been shaping the culture for over 3 decades. His amazing business, True Burgers, has been taking over everything. We are so excited to have Bun B! Make some noise for Bun B one time. I love it. Next up is the one and only powerhouse actress that you know as Fatima on BET's Big Series Sisters and their spin-off Fatima. Please help me welcome Crystal Renee. I know the sweeties are in the building. Our third panelist is an amazing creative named Saeed Ferguson, the founder of All Cap Studios. He started as a freelance photographer, and now he's teaching us all about community, creativity, and self-belief. Please help me welcome Saeed Ferguson! And finally, we have an actor that, start it over, we know what it is. You know him in his amazing roles on Girls Trip, Really Love, and Ava DuVernay's Queen Sugar. Please help me welcome Kofi Siriboe! Wow, Rolling Martin just popped up. That's crazy. Hey, Rolling Martin. All right, y'all. We are about to start our panel. Can you all make some noise for our panelists as we sit down? Somebody can sit right here. There we go. Perfect. So today we are talking about dream mentors, the blueprint of what it takes to become who we are today. And mentorship is such an important part of our process and our journey. We wanted to hear, as powerhouse media moguls, business creatives, actors, all types of people who are here making moves. We want to hear about the mentors that changed your life. And so first question is, who are your mentors and what are the biggest lessons that you learned from them? Bun B, legend, I'll start with you.
First of all, thank y'all so much for coming out and giving us your time over here at this AT&T Blueprint. For me, obviously it started at home. My mother was a very big influence on my life, and I really took a lot of my life cues and direction from my mother, watching her work, her tireless effort to try to give us a good life and a good home. So I understood that in order to get a certain quality of life, you had to get up every day, you had to chase it, you had to work hard for it, you had to be very intentional about what you wanted from it. And from the music industry, that's a little different, because as an artist, I learned a lot from Scarface. Scarface was my OG. And
noise for Scarface,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And he taught me a lot about how to talk through music, be very personal. Like, for me, I thought if everybody talks about the same thing, we all get the same result. But the reality is you got to do things and carry yourself in a way that makes you stick out like a sore thumb, but in a good way. You know what I'm saying? So Scarface was definitely a big mentor for me, but as far as the music business, I have to give all due respect to James Prince for Rap Aloud Records, because not only did he lead the charge, he left behind a foundation and a blueprint to us to come behind them and be able to benefit off of the hard work that they put in. So that's what I've tried to do, is make myself as available as possible to the next generation and try to leave a blueprint or cookie crumbs that people can follow to try to get to where they're going.
That's amazing. Make some noise for Bun B for that answer. Crystal, let me ask you, you've had so many different careers, which I love. Baby been in the Senate, she's been on set, she's been making moves with her amazing Keep It Positive Sweeties. Tell me about the importance of mentorship and what it really means to you as well.
My goodness, like Bun, mine started with my family. I'm from a really small country town in Tennessee, and just learning how to stay grounded, always being humble and kind to everyone. And I've taken that through my entire life. But when it comes to business, Tyler Perry, he has been my biggest mentor, very personal to me. I started off as a PA at TPS, And I started styling Tyler in 2015, and from that, I learned everything that I needed to be able to succeed where I am today, from business, from the grind. He is a hustler, which is why I have 20-11 jobs. I will outwork anybody, and it's from seeing him. At that point, he was a multi-millionaire, and I was like, wow, I'm still broke trying to make it. This man has already made it, and he's right here in the trenches with us, and I do that with my team today. Tyler has taught me about professionalism and just honoring every person from the janitor all the way to the executives, and being just kind and good to people. And I think that's something that I carry into every business that I have now.
I love that. That's a beautiful answer. Being kind and good to people. I love that. Now, Saeed, I gotta ask you, who are some of your mentors, and why was it so life-changing to have them in your life?
Yeah, I think early on in my life, it was my brother. So growing up, I was like not into fashion. I wasn't like super creative. I was just like a guy in the books. Really just loved learning and like just being like, I was kind of a nerd. But my brother was like, bro, you gotta get out of the house and start doing stuff outside of the house. So he put a camera in my hands. I was a photographer for 10 years. And from there, I started documenting and taking like fashion photos and got me into fashion. And that really opened up my life, my doors. So my brother was my very first mentor. And then once I got into fashion, I got two mentors, Key and Rick. They had a store in Philadelphia. And what they told me is that community and just building true connections is what will take you further in life. They have a store in Philadelphia that's all about building community, and that's helped me build the foundation of my own business. My business is very community-centered, and if it wasn't for that mentorship and them showing me that community can be powerful, and it goes beyond just running a business. It's like truly impacting people on like a very personal level, and if it wasn't for meeting them and having them in my life, it would be totally different.
I love that. Shout out to your brother. Shout out to all the siblings in the building. We love that. Kofi, talk to me about your mentor. I can't even say the boy's name. It's Kofi, y'all. Just let him. Every time I say Kofi, y'all gonna scream. It's everything. But talk to me about your mentors and how they help change your life.
And I guess hearing everybody talk about mentorship, I know the journey of mentorship for me was just humility and awareness. I spent so much time just being a lone wolf, just being independent. I don't need no help, middle child syndrome. But you just realize you can't do it by yourself. You know, and mentorship it's an awareness. So whether it's an actual physical person, somebody in the same industry as you, or David in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? I've been reading on David. There's a show on Amazon. Shout out Amazon, House of David. Fire. Fire. But when you just look into David's life, David and Goliath was the start, but then he just has this journey and just songs and just the repentance and just what it really means to be a king, an unexpected king. And mentorship is important. A lot of humility, but it's been a big game changer.
You better talk about the Bible in here. Hallelujah. I love it. And then when we think about how to stay focused on your goals as an entrepreneur while balancing real life demands, no one talks about how hard it is to be an entrepreneur, a creative, a business owner. And Bun, I want to start with you because as a legend, you not only made it in music, you are now making a new way, a new major business with Trill Burgers. What is the key to balancing it all and staying connected to who you really are on the process?
Well, I mean, it's very simple. For me, I'm a Christian, I'm a God-fearing man, so the balance in life for me comes from, acknowledging that there's a higher power that's controlling everything. There's only so much that I can control. It's really about my intention. God doesn't really judge you on what you do or how you do it. God judges you on what the intention of what you done was. So for me, I try to lead a life, and you're going to hear me say it's a lot today. I try to lead a life of intentionality, right? I try to lead a life of purpose, and I try to make sure that people don't get a mixed message when I present myself to people. The other side of that is obviously keeping my family with me. I've been blessed to not only have an amazing wife, but a wife that can actually travel with me, that begins to be a part of what I am, help me build my businesses, comes to the meetings to offer different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? I come in as an intellectual, I come in as an artist. That leads itself to certain sensitivities. My wife just comes in as a no-nonsense black woman. She's just peeping the room, paying attention. So I'm listening to what people say, she's watching what people do. Together we get the best out of the business situation and we grow together.
I love that. Shout out to your wife. She's here, right? Yeah, shout out to Mrs. Bun B. We love you, sister, wherever you are. That's beautiful. Still there? Yes, thank you, Mrs. Bun B. We love you.
She low-key because she watching y'all.
So not too quick. Crystal, talk to me a little bit about how you balance it all. You're not only on set, acting in these different shows, you're executive producing shows, and your own media empire is growing with Keep It Positive Sweetie. So, how do you balance it all?
Oh my goodness. First, I start every day before my feet hit the ground, thanking God for another day. I'm in my Bible every morning. And I can tell the days that I may wake up late and try to rush out and I don't get that word in. Listen, I have to go back and get that foundation. But just keeping God in the center of everything I do and having an amazing team. You know, my team is here. I cannot do this alone. You know, in the beginning you're grinding by yourself and it's late nights and you're dreaming and praying about all these different things that you want to come to fruition. But as you start to gain success, you have to build the right team. And the way I balance it is through them. And Tyler taught me one thing, learn how to delegate, because I'm a control freak. And I try to control everything I can control. And I know how I like to do things, and I do everything in excellence. And my team does the same thing, so I'm just so grateful for them.
I love that. Shout out to your team, yes. Saeed, same for you. How do you balance it? Photography, cinematography, fashion. That fashion really don't speak. Like, y'all be outside. How do you balance all of it?
For me, it's about being in alignment. I'm so aligned with what I'm doing and I feel called to be doing it. So every day I wake up, I don't have to force myself to do it. I don't have to go to sleep like thinking about like everything just comes in the way it's supposed to come. And I'm like, it's just different. Like if you're doing the thing that you want and like the thing that you truly are called to be doing, then everything comes into play. Like your life, everything surrounding your life, the people that you meet, your friends, your significant, like everything comes to you in the way it's supposed to come when you're in alignment. So I stay true to like that inner calling, that inner voice. I just listen to that, and it makes everything else work. That's why I'm here today.
I love that. Can you talk to me a little bit about alignment? I think is such a beautiful space to be, and I want more of us to talk about that, because sometimes with the noise of this world, it's easier to come out of alignment than it is to stay in alignment. How do you know when you are out of alignment, out of what you're supposed to be doing, and how do you get yourself back there?
I think you need to have a strong sense of self and understand not only the business that you're starting is like the why of your business, but the why of yourself. Like what's your true understanding what you want to bring to the world beyond just like making money. Like what's the value that you're bringing to people? Understanding how you connect with people and the value you want to bring to people it's something that doesn't come overnight. You really have to like sit with yourself and like really try to figure out what that is. But once you figure it out, the answers will start coming to you. The ideas will start coming to you. Like, okay, like now I can make it. I don't know. You can do anything that you're called to create. But I think you start with like knowing your inner purpose.
Great answer.
That's a great question too. But I have like 8 different answers. Like
I want you to go off because I know I asked about 14 questions all the way to you. Telephone.
So alignment, like you said, purpose, and a lot of it is stillness. Being able to say no, because once you become successful, it keeps coming. Then the abundance comes. And again, we're gonna take it back to the Bible. But Jesus, he loved his disciples, but he had to step away. Get clarity. Get still. But the crazy part about that is like sometimes I get so still that it can lead you to the scary place. So you still got to stay productive, you know? So it's like, how do you, like, balance? There's still motion and balance, and there's still productivity. So for me, it comes back to routine. I like to run. That's my balance. So if I'm not in the Word or if I'm not running, now I'm ordering pizza on a random set. Uber Eats get me, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm doing whoopie. I'm like, man, I'm just like way off. I'm like, what am I doing right now? And then I gotta go to work. So just committed to the routines that have been good to me. Really honoring that routine, getting still, knowing when to say no, whether it's money, whether it's this, whether it's that. Just like, you know what, I'm good right now. Let me just take some time to reflect, feel myself, feel my space, don't feel my space, like feel my space, and really just let God give me the play. Like, all right, cool, I'm back. You know what I'm saying?
I love that. Like God